President Trump has issued an executive order to restrict the US dealings with Chinese TikTok and WeChat by September 15th. The move threatens to ban the over 100 million member TikTok in the US if it fails to secure a suitor for sale. Soon after, TikTok parent was reportedly in talks to sell its American, Canadian, Australian, Indian and New Zealand divisions. While it built international pressure on TikTok, CEO Kevin Mayer recently resigned after heading the company for less than 4 months. But in a turn of events, China has reportedly updated its export control rules to control civilian use technology powered by artificial intelligence to formalize the management of technology export and protect national security. In an amendment for the first time since 2008, Beijing added 23 items to its restricted catalogue on 28 August. China's Commerce and Technology Ministry is looking to restrict the export of technology based on data analysis for personalized information recommendation services. China's state-owned news agency quotes a government advisor saying that the company should seriously and carefully consider suspension of sell-off talks. Meanwhile, ByteDance has said it will strictly comply with the new rules imposed by China on commercial transactions to sell technology overseas as per reports, which means TikTok might be on the expanded list of restricted companies because of its key feature that understands users' interest to make recommendations based on what they like. This effectively means that TikTok might need a license to sell its technology to an American company, according to China's state-owned news agency, which jeopardizes a potential multi-billion-dollar deal. Microsoft and Walmart, along with Oracle, were interested bidders in the final stage to buy the company's US operations before China used its bureaucratic weapon. As fears of a technology trade war arise between the US and China, looks like China wants to be in a dominant position. Scott Kennedy, a senior advisor in the Washington-based Center for Strategic and International Studies, who studies Chinese economic policy, told the New York Times that at minimum they are flexing their muscles and saying, "We get a say in this and we are not going to be bystanders." The US administration's response to TikTok was characterized as bullying by the Chinese Communist Party. Previously, Huawei, the Chinese smartphone and technology company, was cut off from the US technology suppliers. In a move similar to that of Beijing, the US imposed sanctions that meant Huawei could no longer use American-made chips or semiconductors. Beijing is known to practice digital protectionism that led to a breakneck expansion of Chinese tech giants like Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, and ByteDance. Foreign companies are often investigated for what China alleged as anti-competitive practices. In 2018, a $44 billion deal by Qualcomm was reportedly called off, which was to buy the Dutch chipmaker NXP after Chinese regulators simply failed to either approve or reject the transaction. As geopolitical tensions extend to business, TikTok has sued the government for depriving the company of due process. Apart from the company, a TikTok employee has sued Trump administration over its unconstitutional executive order, as Trump has promised a further response to limit tech companies like Alibaba and Baidu in the US. Blocking popular apps might invite retaliation and more lawsuits. An online poll carried out by Reuters suggests that 40% of Americans back President Donald Trump's threat to ban TikTok if it is not sold to a US buyer, while 30% of the respondents said that they oppose the move. 30% of respondents remained undecided on the intervention.